The Heart Mender, A Story of Second Chances, written by Andy Andrews and published by Thomas Nelson Publishers. Read by the author.
Hi, this is Andy Andrews. The book you're about to listen to has generated more questions than any work I've ever produced. Therefore, in an effort to satisfy what might become an overwhelming curiosity, maybe it's best that I address those questions for you now, before you begin to listen. I'm often asked if I have a favorite among the books I've written. Yes, I do. And this is it. The Heart Mender is not only what I believe to be my best work, it is the most compelling, bringing all aspects of a mystery, love story, and thriller to the table in order to deliver a life-changing principle. What is my greatest career disappointment? Again, I would answer this manuscript. Not this title, just the manuscript. You see, the manuscript was previously published under another name, Island of Saints, and for the most part barely even saw a bookstore. Through issues of bad timing, little previous success of my own, and zero publicity, the book was quickly forgotten. The few people who did find the book, however, became and remain extremely vocal about their love for the story and its power. Soon a movie producer found it, and the ball, which had seemed lost in deep weeds, started rolling again. Now released with a more appropriate title, the backing of a happy publishing company, and a few rabid supporters who still call this their favorite book, The Heart Mender is ready to go. And now there is only the biggest question of all waiting to be answered. Is this story true? Without exception, every person who's read this book has asked that question, and the answer is yes, for the most part. All the numbers, the history, the dates, and the items I found are real. I've changed some locations and most of the names. The principal characters do exist, but perhaps not in the specific manner in which they are presented. Curiously, a few of the main characters' experiences turned out to be more common than I had previously believed. When the first incarnation of this manuscript was produced, I received communication from several families with proof that they, too, had begun their lives in this country with the very same kind of history as that of my friends. At the end of this book, I decided to add a Where Are They Now section, which I think you will enjoy. And before you ask, yes, for the most part, it will be true. Part 1. Chapter 1. It is early summer as I sit at my desk and finally begin the process of sorting what I know to be true from what I merely suspect. As I form the words and type them into record, I shall endeavor to separate facts.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?